So recently I've kind of been dissecting the movie World War Z. Just after I watched, I mean, I've seen that movie so many times, but just going back to specific parts and kind of just relating it to like everyday life and like our current environment and things that are going on in the world. And there's this one scene in the movie where is after the protagonist pretty much saved his wife from being violated by these men, and he has his rifle and he used that to protect her and himself. And this was kind of like the beginning of the apocalypse when it like first started, so people like raiding the stores and all that. And he has the rifle in his hand in the store, and then this cop comes running towards him or jogging towards him, and he's thinking, oh, I'm about to get arrested. So he puts his hands up in the air, and the cop literally runs right past him and goes to get his own provisions and like medicine and stuff. And to me, it really just kind of showed the fragility of just this system, man-made systems, especially man-made systems that are not rooted in the Most High, is just like inherently evil. Because, you know, if you those are unaware, World War Z, it was like a true apocalypse. It wasn't like what we experienced in 2020. It was like a true disease-ridden apocalypse where you turned within seconds of being infected. So everyone was running and trying to get what they needed, and it was like complete and total chaos and anarchy. And even the police officers, like, they weren't doing their job. At least in this scene, clearly he wasn't doing his job, and rightfully so, because at the end of the day, even if you are a cop or your military personnel, if it ever, and it probably will, but if it ever gets so bad where it's like a complete and total pandemic, where like the virus or whatever is going on is so bad that it's in your face in every corner, more than likely the police force is not going to be there to save you, right? They're going to be worrying about their own families, which kind of makes sense, because at the end of the day, I know that's their job, but your first thought of protection is yourself and your family, and that's what this police officer was doing. And it's also just a reminder that in these times to come, I'm also realizing that having your own tribe and community and building that community is very important. It's going to be very naive and kind of a bad move to rely on the government and the police force and whatever it is that they say they're going to use to protect you. Like, in these times, that's not really something that you should do. You should learn to rely on yourself and others and build a community of people that you can trust, so that when an apocalypse does come, you don't go on a frenzy and try to like see the police or the government as your saving grace, because they're just not going to be. And I just thought that this scene was a great testimony of that. And I'm still trying to find my own tribe and whatnot. I'm just doing the things that I need to do to build myself up so I'm actually valuable once the Most High reveals those people to me. But definitely I would say build up yourself, learn some skills, be useful, get deeper in the spirit, and if you trust the Most High, He will bring those people in your life. And I would also say that it's good to be around people or connect with people who have different skills than what you have. Like, don't just make all your friends or the people that you are getting close to or connecting with in the same space as you, because that's kind of useless, you know, unless you're like a jack of all trades. But yeah, like, try to make relationships and connections with people who do other things, so that when the times come to where that community element is going to be very important, you have those close few people who are kind of experts in their own field, and you all can work together to protect yourself and kind of build a community of your own. If in fact we do get to a pandemic like this where it's just like complete chaos, not like, oh, stay in your homes, let me pretend, not like that. I'm talking about like complete chaos. You step outside and it's war. You know, like you kind of have to prepare for that. I know people like to always like see the positive in things, and that's good. Like you hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst.